Who got it? Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents Live. I'm Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Happy Wednesday, August 17th to you. Good morning, Rico.
Happy hump day, bruh.
Yeah, good morning. Happy hump day. Good morning, Weirdo.
Good morning.
We got a great show lined up for you today. Tickets galore. Later on in the show, we're going to give away tickets for Five Finger Death Punch. And then we have tickets to give away for Jim Jeffries, which we're going to give away our first pair here in just a few moments. Which I'm excited about. That entire weekend, actually, which is not this weekend, but next weekend. Friday night is Jim Jeffries at Ave Amphitheater, right? And like Casino del Sol. Like, sign me up, I'm in. There's still money they haven't taken from me. And then Saturday night is Ghost at the TCC. And I'm like, oh, back-to-back bangers.
Yeah.
Woo! I need to work overtime to afford my leisure life because I'm stoked about this weekend. I keep inviting Rico, too, and he's just like, I got to work, bro. So these are
pay
good.
Them bills.
Yeah.
Kicks aren't selling like they used to.
I'm telling you. Well, you got to, use different angles, but there's going to continue to be good stuff going on. Oh, I just saw? Okay, check this out. Now, let me give you some inside radio talk. Okay, so in between the songs, those are called sweepers, right? And then now I'm going to have rejoiners. It's called rejoiners. So it's basically audio imaging that they're going to do before I get back onto the air, because a big problem that they have with me, the consultants and management, is that I say Rock 102.1 a little too quickly. And they feel like people aren't going to be able to know what station they're listening to if I say it too fast. So they came up with these rejoiners so I don't have to say Rock 102.1 anymore. Which is fine. That makes it easy. But the problem is the consultant wrote these joiners and he wrote our initial sweepers as well. And I made a point of pointing this out, I don't know, like at the beginning of the show, because I feel like this consultant hates me or just thinks I'm the biggest idiot in the world, even though things are going great. And he's just like, yeah, good for you. You're doing it because you're listening to me. I'm like, oh, okay. And so he writes a bunch of imaging. And you're going to hear a bunch of these. And I see that they're finally plugged into my playlist. So today will be the first day that we're going to hear these rejoiners, right?
Ooh. All right.
Yes. Which is cool. But see, there's a downside. A lot of these rejoiners, the imaging and the branding is like, Beef Vegan Presents. He's stupid and you're stupid for listening to him. Rock 102.1. I'm like, whoa.
They went with that trope?
Yo, man, most of these rejoiners that I heard, and I heard them in the car like a week or two ago over my speaker. I'm like, my boss, Mac, was playing them back for me. And I'm just like, I'm offended. Everything you're saying is like, he's ugly. His mama's ugly. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
You can smell him through the radio.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, if it's insulting, they're like, that's branding. I'm like, wait a second. So let me play one of these. This will be the first one that comes back after the Morning Moron.
All the opinions heard on Beef Vegan Presents on Rock 102.1 KFMA are his and his alone. Because we don't have a clue what he's talking about.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that was not bad.
Oh, yeah, no. They're very well produced insults.
They put effort into
that. Nobody insults me with more production than the company that I work for right now. And it's like, kudos. Thank you.
Yeah, Powers is going to be so excited.
Yeah, this is your mama jokes. So, wow. We're going to have those all day long. Here's another one. Let's see. I'm just waiting to see if there's a good one that actually shines some kind of positivity on myself or the brand. But
Did you know he can't read good?
He's educated in Arizona.
Yeah. All right. So
it's the dumbest show to play on your smart speaker.
What the hell is that?
Beef Vegan Presents on Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Yeah, that's another one. And you should be offended too, because you guys are on this show. So keep that in mind. All right. So we're all so dumb. Okay. Here's another one. I'm just going to keep playing them until I find one that's not that insulting. All right, here we go.
Hey, don't roll roll your eyes at all the weird stuff you hear on Beef Vegan Presents. You chose to wake up to Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Oh, cool. It's
That
your-
one I'm offended for because it's got weird in there and I'm supposed to be making it weird.
Subtle jabs.
Yeah, that was.
Wait, does that mean I'm making it? Like,
No,
Okay.
trust me, they don't know you well enough to insult you yet. This is all
Okay.
100% beef burns. Okay, here's another one. Again, I'm going through all of them and just to hopefully find one that isn't outright insulting. Now, it's different if I call myself a dummy. That's called self-deprecation.
Yeah.
And it's endearing, and people know this. So it's okay if I say these mean things about myself, but when it's like an outsider saying mean things about myself, it's just like, bro, let's take it to the streets. You're crossing the line here.
His show is spreading like a pandemic, and sometimes it also makes you sick. Beef Vegan Presents on Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Like, what are the good things that we bring on as a show? Like, what are the reasons that people are tuning in? Is it because of all the terrible stuff, or is there anything that might be somewhat positive?
Did you know you can catch monkeypox by listening to Be Vegan in the morning?
Right. Like, there's got to be a positive reason why people actually listen. How about, hey, it's funny, or it's relatable, or
Wake up
it's
laughing.
it's down to earth, and
Right.
yeah. So, like, any of those reasons, you
I
can.
can't believe they went with the pandemic angle.
I know.
I
Too
know.
soon.
That's
Too soon.
Edgy.
That's so 2020. All right, here we go.
Humanity is 300,000 years old, and you managed to be alive at the same time. Beef Vegan Presents is the morning show on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Laugh your chances!
Produced.
Okay, that one could go either way.
All right, well, there we go. All right, we found one
One.
that isn't
That's
so
a-
outright insulting
middle.
and make my mama cry. So I got that, and I feel pretty good about that. Thank you. Thank you for the production on that.
Yeah.
Just the thought alone of some corporate heads in the room going, okay, that doesn't hurt him enough.
Yeah.
Just make him cry.
If anything, they're gonna take that out of the rotation. Like, I didn't see his eyes tear up when he replayed that, so it's not good. So yeah, be ready to hear all that clever imaging all day long on Beef Vegan Presents. You tuned in. It's your fault. You're stupid too. Ugh. And we're back. That was our show open. Good morning, everybody. Yes, and we've been having fun hearing those all morning long.
You'd rather fuck a leper.
There's some good ones on there too. If you actually want to help the consultant out and you want to add to it, feel free. I know, Gary, I know they won't let me run this one.
No.
Beef Vegan Presents. It's better than Frank. Yeah, they get a little butthurt about that fact. But
Sucks better than your mom. Yes.
yes, I do like that one. I like that one a lot, Mecca. Beefy sucks better than your mom.
You might be able to get away with that one.
Yeah, what JJ say? Possibly, yeah. Granted, I'll play along if somebody self-deprecates all the time. Yeah. So JJ saying basically, self-deprecation does not entitle you others to diss on you. It's like just because I say it, like I could be like, hey, I'm a fat dummy, fat dummy, fat dummy. But someone comes up to me and says, hey, you're a fat dummy. I'll be like, fuck you.
You ain't
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
So yeah, that's what we woke up to this morning. I had something. I was going to give away tickets right at the top of the show to have fun and hook people up, and I got too distracted by these insults. And it's great too because they give me these insults as like a gift. They're like, hey buddy, I got stuff for you.
Oh my God, look at this thing I made for you. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah. And then I have to look them in the eye like, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
And there was like 7 of them.
Rock on 2.1 KFMA. We're live on the podcast broadcast. You can join in the conversation at youtube.com/beefvegan or all of our Facebook pages, Rock on 2.1, and even on Twitch at Beef Vegan Presents. We have so much to cover, including viral videos and today's top headlines and things that we didn't even get to yet, including, if you want to tease, there's a new scam that's affecting people who are driving in cars. They're finding notes on their cars. I'll let you know what those notes say and more. Coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents after Stained, who's coming to Ava Amphitheater here real soon. This is for you on Rock 102.1 KFMA. The podcast broadcast is live. Join us. Don't go away. You know. All right.
Stained is coming back?
Stained, yeah,
It's been a while.
You're a fucker.
God damn you, Rico.
I know. All right. Are you finally at 9:07? Your brain wakes up. all morning
Told you.
long.
I
I've been
told you.
going to Rico for stuff, and he's like, "It's too early for this."
Yeah.
He's like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon. I'm too old for this shit.
Too old for this
I'm
shit.
getting tired. I'm like, what
Just
are
a
you?
dancing banana in like an empty room up in my head. When you ask me things, it's just like, I don't know. Say anything.
Yes. So we have Hot Rock's not going to be on today. Unfortunately, he's got a super early work schedule. But hopefully next week he'll be on once he gets back into working that. A little bit later on, I'm getting all these weird spam messages sent to my inbox and Instagram too. We're going to play back our dyslexic spelling bee bit that we did. Now, the reason why the dyslexic spelling bee was okay, right? The bit itself was fine.
Yeah.
But we had a contestant named John Boy who literally called in like 15 minutes earlier just to test the phone number and gave me an update. And you could tell that he was like a new listener or not like a regular listener. He didn't know who he was talking to. He was just like, is this KFMA? It was one of those things. So
I think he's calling the front desk.
Right. But he won 5 Finger Death Punch tickets. And I did callers number 6 and 9, and he was lucky enough because I only have 2 phone lines. He made it through. It was call number 9. And so then we played dyslexic spelling bee, and he lost. And he took it so hard, you would have thought it was a dick. And like we had to fight with this guy for like 5 minutes.
Oh
and
my gosh. And you were like trying to help him out too.
Trying to be nice. And Stephanie pointed out she was the one who won the dyslexic spelling bee. She even pointed out, and this was after the fact, was like saying, hey, like if he listened to the show, he would know that you normally even give out tickets to the loser as well. And I'm like, absolutely right. I have extra tickets. And if you're good and you make good radio content and you seem like a good person and you really want to go, if I have them, then I got you. You don't necessarily have to win. It's all about the sake of just being entertaining on air.
Right.
But I couldn't give it to this point. At this point, I would have I'd taken him back if he won.
You know, he got to the point where he wouldn't even accept them. He would have been like, I don't even want your tickets anymore.
Good. Yeah.
I want to win.
I hope you ruined his favorite band for him.
Yeah. Right.
Jerk.
I know. His favorite fan is
bad.
His favorite band is 5 Finger Death Punch. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, he even said he was like, I'm like nervous about this. It's like, all right, bro, you'll do all right. You'll do all right. Yeah, fucking didn't.
See, and again, it goes back to no good deed goes unpunished. So
Right.
you can't be it's so nice, and I am too nice when it comes to these situations. I did call him a loser on the air, but besides that, I was super nice, and that's the thanks I get. So now I recognize his voice. It's ingrained in my brain. He's gonna call in, and I'll be like, oh, so sorry.
Hang up
again.
Yeah. I said, caller number 9. Oh, I'll be like, Rock 102.1, you're caller number 9. Who's this? And he's like, this is John Boy. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you're caller number 7.
Mhm.
You just said 9. No, your connection's bad. Click.
Right.
That's essentially what I'm going to do. All right, let's go into this.
All upset about the radio station, but there is hope.
Get in line. Now back to the show on Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Yeah, you got beef, get in line, bitches. So many people have a beef with me. It's Rock 102.1. All right, welcome back to the show. I'm just loving all my rejoiners today. Let me get into this. There's a new scam that's going around, and the scam is pretty straight up. I'm not necessarily that upset about this, but people are getting upset about it. And it's starting in San Francisco, which I have an uncle and aunt that live out there. So, and I visit there every year. It's a beautiful place. There's definitely areas, just like areas here in Tucson, that are going to hell. And it's very sad to see.
Yes.
But in San Francisco, there's a scam going around where people are leaving notes on cars that are straight up saying like, look, man, I don't want to have to rob you. So why don't you just pay me? Because if you don't pay me, I'm going to have to rob you. Like straight up. This is legit.
Let's just cut out the middleman thing
Pretty
and just
much.
give me the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this will happen. I need money. And so so what they do when they leave this note is they use QR codes for
To their Venmo.
to their Venmo.
Genius.
Yeah, it is somewhat genius. So this is one of the notes, which looks like a printed up receipt,
Oh
which
my
leads me to ask questions. If you're so broke, how are you getting this technology, bro? I know it's Silicon Valley or close to it with San Francisco. Even homeless people have printers. So it says, I don't want to steal anymore, but I do have bills to pay. Can you please help me? Cash app tag. And it's money sign, no mo boosting. And then there's even Bitcoin. or PayPal. No more boosting at gmail.com. And then they even defined what boosting is. Boosting equals theft. Thank you.
Informative.
Yeah.
I'm actually I'm real impressed with this.
That's
this
one
is
of the,
genius.
I know. It's like he had a really deep talk with somebody like, you need to get your life in order, become an entrepreneur. And he's like, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Instead of robbing people indirectly, I'll just do it through PayPal.
Yeah, but this is apparently something that's happening even outside of San Francisco. The local news looked into it, and it turned out the same note has been left on a bunch of cars around the University of San Francisco lately. And one woman who works in the area said that she was worried the person might come back on break and break into her car. She didn't pay. She still decided not to, but at least one of her coworkers did send money. And I wonder how much money this person's getting.
Yeah.
And maybe I shouldn't even talk about it on the radio because I don't want us to start getting notes on our cars for this. But it is somewhat genius, but it's the new scam that's going around. So don't be surprised if you see a note that says, hey, I don't want to have to kick your ass.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
do you have Venmo?
it's a numbers game. Like if you put so many out there, like there's going to be a certain percentage that'll fall for it. So,
in this situation, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at all if the person isn't like homeless or really in need. It's just some smart college kid who figured out a way to just con people out of tons of money.
Yeah.
And you're right. If you print up 1,000 of those like flyers, I don't know how many hours of a day that I've spent putting flyers on cars, whether it was for starting up my restaurant delivery business or promoting nightclub events that I was DJing at, or even concert events. I've hit the parking lots of many areas and just put flyers on windshield wipers, and I didn't necessarily get paid like this person's getting paid. Like this person, if he put out, he or she put out 1,000 of these, you would assume even 1% of that is 10 people that would pay money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Could you imagine catching them mid-job, though? Just like putting it on the car, like, oh, what are you promoting? What's coming up? And you're like, oh.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. I would pay him directly then, because I'm just like,
yeah, respect the hustle, man.
Right. Yeah. Here's $5 and a high five. That was brilliant.
How much would you, if you found that on your car, how much would you both do? Like, how much do you think would be worth you not getting mugged?
I wouldn't pay anything. I don't.
99 cents.
99 cents. See, but I'm just, because I'm not technologically, privy to knowing if they could track it,
hack you.
Yeah. I don't want to be hacked, so I don't want to scan any QR code that might get into the phone, and that's probably where it gets a little messed up. Todd Marley on the stream said they could F right off. Said panhandling that creates trash. So it's true. They're just littering at the end of the day. And they're taking away the old school. Is this the future of panhandling? Just leaving QR codes everywhere.
That's what I made the joke forever about, having to come up to homeless people in the future. And I'm like, sorry, I have no coins or cash. Like, it's okay. I got Venmo. I got PayPal. You're like,
the future is here.
That's the biggest, that's the biggest way to say, or turn down somebody asking for money is like, I don't have any cash on me.
Sorry.
Yeah. And they're like, no, that's cool. I got this swipe, this credit
out.
card swipe right here.
Right.
There's so many ways to pay.
Going. Let's go.
All right. So that's a scam to look out for. Let's hit the reset on the FM side, but we're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast, where we're going to replay a fight you did not hear on the air today. It happened after a dyslexic spelling bee when our contestant who lost took it the hard way and the wrong way. We're playing that on the clip next. So join us on youtube.com/beefvegan or keep it right here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. Yeah, so I like how we're just like, be careful of this scam. Oh shit, that's smart. Let's do that.
Smart.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I will murder you unless you Venmo me $15.
I'm all, can I print this out at the library?
Yeah, see, JJ's dropping knowledge. All QR codes do is translate a textual data, string data.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that, but I don't want to make you feel bad.
Okay, so what is it? I still don't know what that means.
I don't
It's
know
just
what
a
any of
one-way
this
data
means.
transfer. They can't reverse it. It's like, you
Oh,
can't.
okay. Well, then,
right.
yeah, maybe
It's getting smarter and smarter.
that's great. No, that's great. Then that's good. Then maybe I would be impressed enough to be like, okay, I'll Venmo this person $1. That's fine enough for me. But boom, there's $1 for my Apple Pay. I give out $1 a day. It's pretty much, I'm on par. So I give out like $7 a week, $365 a year.
I mean, those people that come up at at the convenience stores being like, here, let me wash your windows. I'm like, just take my $7. Like, you obviously need it more than I do.
$7.
Or
$7
like
for
I say-
washing
I'll
windshield?
wash your window right after this.
There's
Only if it's in a bikini.
there's a
Oh,
Circle K that is, I mean, all the Circle Ks right now are
Oh my God.
fucking ridiculous. Yes. So here's the thing with these gas stations, and it's crazy because they could do something about it and they choose not to. But there's the one that's on Speedway and Park or whatever. They have always about 4 or 5 people camped out there, but now
Yeah.
some of those guys are just standing by the door, and they kind of get the run of the entire gas station. They get to do whatever they want in a
Yeah.
way. So they stand right by the door and they open the door for you. Right? It's like a homeless door service that they're providing. You're not asking them to open the door, and you could absolutely open the door yourself, but you're sitting there like, okay, here you go. I guess I'll walk through and thank you, for opening the door for me. And they're standing there and they're waiting for you to leave as well, because they'll open the door for you again. It's like automatic doors, but powered by homeless people. Now you're compelled to give them money because they just provided a service for you. Yeah. And in a way, I kind of respect that. It's kind of annoying, but I'm like, that at least that's something.
They're burning
And-
a calorie to help you.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, at least you're putting in some kind of effort, and it's not just sitting there, can I have some money? You're doing an act of kindness.
If they do the little hat twirl and like the bow to you when you come in, like I
Give it a
have
little
to now.
frill.
Right.
A little British accent.
And in
Good
a
day,
way,
sir.
I should be feeling like more elegant or fancy. Like, oh yes, I
Hello, Wilfred.
yes, I am the boss. But at the same time, I don't. I feel like,
No,
we're
like all
all on the
shamed.
same level. Yeah. I'm like,
I don't deserve this.
yeah, I'm such a dirtbag. I'm having homeless people open doors for me. Like
You're just one rung above. You're just like, I'll take it.
I am. I'm a missed paycheck away from opening doors for people at Circle K. Legitimately. It's ridiculous. Yeah, but thank you, Mario. Good to see you on the stream.
I have an interesting thing if you want to hear real quick.
Yes,
about-
please.
So we're talking about Circle K. It's on topic, I guess. Well, one thing we noticed, like I think on Golf Links and 22nd one, there's that Circle K and a Quick Trip right, across
Right.
from each other.
Mhm.
And you always notice the quality assurance of Quick Trip versus Circle K. Circle K is like the down and out, like, I feel gritty today.
Right.
Right.
Clint Eastwood. Or you go to Quick Trip and it's like those guys multitask. If they got held up, they would still ring somebody in and have a gun in the other hand, defending
Right.
themselves. So Circle K, every time I go in, I try to cash lottery tickets recently. The
Okay.
lady at the counter goes, "Oh, sorry, we can't do that today." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Oh, we got robbed last
Yeah.
night, or 3:00 this morning." They took all the lottery tickets. Now this is where it
Oh,
gets funny.
okay.
I was like,
The
that's a
scratchers.
bummer. People suck. She's like, "Yeah, you know what the funny part is?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Those things are tracked. As soon as they get stolen, they're null and void.
Right.
So they're gonna waste
Ah.
so much time trying to find winners and come up with nothing."
Right.
So
So
it's
that's,
like that's so stupid. Like they should know that.
that's amazing.
But-
Yeah, that's true, because you have to scan it and then that activates it.
Uh-huh.
Essentially,
Mhm.
so when they pay for it, that's when it's being activated. I think this is Sarah calling me right
So
now.
funny.
Is this Sarah?
Yes.
Okay, so I figured as much. This is how clever I am. But she's calling from a blocked phone number. But I saw your comment. You're trying to show me this Twitter stream, but
Yes, watch it, please. It's so funny.
I have to. It's difficult for me to copy and paste this. It's not allowing me to copy and paste it on Twitter. Captain Jack Sparrow, can you email me the link at bfegan@gmail.com, and then I'll pull it up and do that.
Okay.
All right, and I love it too. Thanks.
All right.
Uh,
Bye.
All right, no problem. So 2 things real quick. I'm gonna play this video of us fighting with this guy. But Kid Cudi just went. Speaking of fighting with people, Kid Cudi just went off on Kanye West. Now I know this isn't rock news, but it's drama, and I dig it. So Kanye West obviously been melting down over Kim Kardashian. Now it's alleged, there's speculation that they're back together. That's kind of a big deal. But Kid Cudi and Kanye West had a falling out over this whole situation because Kid Cudi is friends with Pete Davidson, right? So in a recent interview, Kid Cudi went off and said, look, to Kanye West, he's like, I'm not one of your kids. I'm not Kim. It don't matter if I'm friends with Pete or not friends with Pete. If you can't be a grown man and deal with the fact that you lost your woman, that's not my fucking problem. And that's real talk.
Yeah.
He went on to say even more that it's like, look, we've all lost women, and we deal with it. It sucks, right? But at the
Man
same
up.
time, man the fuck up.
He's evolved into man Cudi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at you. Yes.
His balls have dropped. He's now a man.
All right, so I'm looking for
rap drama is always the best.
It is the best. I'll never get old.
Well, that's why they're the leading genre right now. Well, we need our rock stars to fight each other more and just fuck shit up and overspend, be irresponsibly financially. These are things that we love in society from our rock stars, and that's why they say hip hop artists are the new rock stars.
Yeah, like David Draymond from Disturbed, him and another dude had like a 20-year beef going, and like they got
102.1
together and they figured it
KFMA is
out.
sorry.
Like, no, that's not what we want. Keep fighting.
All right, I want to play this. Speaking of fighting, all right, we're going to get right into this. So this is right after Dyslexic Spelling Bee, okay? So the game was very simple. I got easy words. It's beefegan@gmail.com, Sarah. Beefegan@gmail.com. So I did easy words. You have to spell it backwards in 5 seconds or less. That's the game. Super fucking simple. Now, one word was one letter extra, and this guy lost his fucking mind. Check this out.
TNETAPP. Oh, yeah.
Incorrect. Oh, Stephanie, if you win this next one, if you get this next one, fast forward it there for you.
I would have appreciated getting one 4-letter word like she did, because you gave me 2 5s, her 1 5, and then a 4, and then we went to 6-letter word. That's the only complaint. I would have appreciated when she got bong. I should have got a 4-letter word too, bro. That's all I'm saying to make it fair.
Okay. I'll give you a 4-letter word. You ready?
You screwed me out of that, bro. That's not fair. If you're gonna give 2 5-letter words,
John. Let me give you a 4-letter word real quick, John boy. All right, here we go. Here's your 4-letter. Hey, here's your 4-letter word. Here's your 4-letter word. Here's your 4-letter word. Yeah, he is so angry, dude. I'm giving away 5-Finger Death Punch tickets. I'm giving away.
Is gonna agree that you got the 4-letter word.
He's trying to help you out. He's trying to help you out.
John boy, I'm giving away tickets. I'm giving away 5-Finger Death Punch tickets every day of the week this week, dude. If you want another opportunity, come on, man. Be fine with the L. Your word, 4-letter word, is lose. Oh. On, it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. Yes. Oh shit! Do I have more audio? I think I did.
I wonder if you cut it because you're getting her information.
And I wouldn't be, and honestly, I would not be comfortable with that either. I would not have wanted to win like that. I'm just saying.
Well, no, thank you. Thanks, John.
It comes off as unfair. Nice. It's not that hard to have, the same amount of,
I forgot to have my audio on.
Hey man, you guys are making more out of it. I'm just trying to be reasonable and point out a fact, and you guys have got 1,000 excuses of why it was fair, and it's like, okay, you guys have a good day, and I don't think anybody that heard that is gonna fucking think differently, bro. That everybody heard bong, and then we jumped to 6-letter words, so it's all right. You guys have a good day. I thought that was fixed.
All right, so you don't hear that, but here's 45
just
seconds.
Like a spelling bee, but I'm going to ask our contestants to spell the words backwards.
All right, here's part of the conversation.
You're bitching about a letter. You're bitching about a letter. This is the first time that you played a game on this show. These games are difficult but fun, but and most importantly fair. It's a letter, dude.
Take it up with Judge
and
Judy.
you did good.
Hey man, you guys are making more out of it. I'm just trying to be reasonable and point out a fact, and you guys have got 1,000 excuses of why it was fair, and it's like, okay.
So sorry.
All right,
You
so
guys
what
look
would
good
you
then,
want me
and,
to do in this
I
situation,
don't
John?
think anybody that heard that is going to fucking think differently, bro. That everybody heard bong, and then we jumped to 6-letter words. So it's all right. You guys have a good day. I thought that was fixed.
Jesus Christ! Shut the up.
This is great.
Jesus.
This is amazing.
Yeah, so that's
All right, dude, what do you think I should do? Like, you're trying to problem solve, and he is just no-selling you in the worst way.
He basically screwed himself out of tickets because I was
Right.
prepared to give him a pair of tickets. And he was wrong, Todd. And when we play back the entire game, you'll see.
You'll see. You will all see.
Rock 102.1. Oh, all right, cool. That's our rejoiner. Actually, I didn't even hear that one. What did that sound like?
You don't want to hear, probably.
Yeah, I know. I want to see.
On.
Was it insulting as well? We'll see. I mean, that's been the streak this morning.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef? He's on.
Oh, no, this one's good. That one.
Okay.
All right.
It has a gong.
Yeah, 1 out of 20 is not insulting. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the show. We're going over the debate here of our beefing earlier this morning, and that was a broadcast conversation. Let me get into this. Bad neighbors. Now, Pablo though got into a situation. He called us up for F My Life not too long ago, telling us about how his neighbor had a trailer on his yard for like 3 months, and in retaliation, he decided to fill up his pool with the neighbor's hose. Once the neighbor figured this out, because the neighbor's daughter listens to the show, which I appreciate, shout out. She told her father, and her father went mental and shot a 22 into his car and to his home. Really bad stuff. Okay. And hopefully that will get resolved before anybody gets hurt, but it already is very bad. Cops are there. They confiscated a bunch of guns from his neighbor, and it just sucks to have a crazy neighbor. And the reason why I even bring that up is because there's a story that I came across of another crazy neighbor that I want to share with you. This is a guy who called out his neighbor for not cleaning up dog poop. And when this happened, there's a little strip of rocks next to the sidewalk out front of this house with signs asking people to be respectful about it, saying, there's even a stand with free bags saying if your dog defecates, then take one of these bags and clean up after your dog, right? That's common dog knowledge.
Yep.
If you're owning a dog, you take a dog for a walk, pick up after itself. Now, I walk dogs and I don't always do that, just for full disclosure. I'm kind of a garbage person, but some people still weren't doing it. So Andrew installed a security camera to catch them in the act, and recently got footage of one of the culprits. Now, some guy with the dog didn't pick up its poop, and Andrew didn't recognize him, but used the site next door to put him on blast for it. Now, apparently, the guy who got put on blast is on next door as well and saw the post, because he came back earlier this month to leave him another gift. This time, not dog poop. No, this guy dropped a deuce on the rocks himself.
Oh.
This is his way to say, F you. I'm not picking up my dog's poop, and I'm not picking up my own.
Taking a page out of Amber Heard's book.
Exactly. See, Amber Heard just ruined an entire generation. Now, the security camera caught the guy defecating in the same rocks that the guy pooped in. I had no word if the guy sniffed and spun around in a couple circles first, though. Andrew thinks it was in retaliation to the next door post, and the cops were called. Last we heard, they were still trying to ID the guy. So basically, they got a poo line up. They're trying to figure out who left.
Did they put little police tape around it?
That would be amazing. A little chalk line.
The little evidence flags that they do when the's bullet casings.
That's the bottom of this one.
Yeah. So you can see a splatter here, here, and here. Clear. All right. So that was the FM side.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what Sarah shared with me here. This is Captain Jack Sparrow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the panhandler.
Oh, is he a panhandler?
I think so.
You saw this already?
Okay.
No, I did not. I just read what our person sent and listened to them when they called in. Say listen when people
talk. New game, Jack Sparrow or homeless.
Yeah, that is a great game. Jack Sparrow or homeless.
All right.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh my God. Mexican dude.
Oh,
he is good.
He's actually drunk.
Yes, and he's in character 24/7.
Exactly.
So,
oh my God, that's amazing. Seriously, where is this?
Looks like Mexico.
This guy out.
I totally am.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think based off of the plates here and the writing in the background that it's Mexico or something South America. So that's legit. Would you give this guy money?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%, right?
I think I'd give him all my money. Good job.
Oh, I mean, he is pointing a gun at you, but yeah.
It's not much, but I'll give you all of it.
I do like the fact that he had an orange tip on the end of his gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't a real gun. All right. Bobby, good to see you, bud. I miss listening to me, and he's in Washington State now, but appreciate the local feedings. If you've seen the issue too, love getting to see them here in Washington and Vancouver. Nice. Thanks. Thanks, Bobby. Good seeing you. And I hope you're living well in Washington. So Robert there, I'm calling Bobby, was a listener of KWSS and TMI up in Phoenix.
Nice.
What local bands from Arizona have you seen in Washington? Who made it out that far? I want to know, because, shout out to them. Still putting in work and actually, packing up the van and getting out there in front of people, doing the stuff you got to do.
Well, Authority Zero is from Phoenix, right?
Yes,
they made
Mesa.
it a little bit. Yeah,
Mesa. No, they made it a lot.
Right.
Authority Zero has done great for themselves and been, that's Jason DeVore, the lead singer of Authority Zero. That's his full-time job, is being a musician.
Right.
So, you can't get more made than that. But yeah, so and they just finished up a tour of England or Europe. They're doing a bunch of little festivals out there. They're 1,000-person festivals, but still, good paydays and
on stage and doing their thing. That's the point.
Oh, nice. He's going to see Upsaw in Vancouver.
Blowing up.
Sold out. And in fact, actually, I'm calling her ass right now. She's been like ghosting me, so I need to get her on the stream. Yeah.
What's your deal?
Yeah. And see if she answers. Now? She is a rock star now.
Like, what the fuck do you want?
Right. And so this is, she hasn't answered the past couple times, but I've seen her grow up, and now she's like posting nudes on social media, and she probably doesn't want to answer because she doesn't want me to reprimand her for doing that. But all right.
What if we call from my phone?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
All right.
Yeah, she needs to know it's from me. I'm not gonna try to scam her like that. If I get that upset, if I get really upset, I'll just talk to her dad.
Oh God.
I know.
I'm calling your dad.
Yeah.
Woo.
Don't make me call your dad,
Last
Tay.
resort. I will call him.
Uncle Beef's trying to check in and have you get interviewed on my podcast. Don't act like you're too big for it. Who gave you your first 100 radio interviews?
Who bought you EGs?
She's doing great though.
God, EG's went national. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but they'll call Beef back.
The connection with EG's.
Mr. EG.
All right, so I have more viral videos here to share with you. Let's see what I got in this stream. So that was the defecation story. A new poll surveyed adults 40 years old and younger, and they found that it takes an average of 8 warning lights for them to take their car to a mechanic.
My check engine light's been on for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is one of those.
Oh, my headlamp's been out. I just like put on my fog light, so I have like 3 lights.
Just ignore everything. It'll be fine. It'll go away.
I'm broke, bro. Like, it is what it is. It's still going.
I related to this so much, and I'm kind of the same way. And what about you, Rico?
Oh, you saw me go through an engine light problem. I was freaking out because I'm like, really? Because in your mind, you're like, immediately, that's $5,000 out the window.
Right.
And you're like, no. So it's like, you just ignore it. And it did go away.
Right.
And I was like, yes.
And the only
it did
car,
go away?
Yeah, randomly.
You like that.
Well, the only car I ever got one of those warranties on, like the check engine light came on exactly 2,000 miles after the warranty expired. I was like, this.
It was planned.
Yeah.
Bull crap.
Then you get those calls, your expired warranty.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so see this? See these kids here on the stream? What that kid is holding right there was a gift that his father made for him.
Oh boy.
So sweet.
So sweet.
It's a homemade flamethrower.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, check out how badass this thing is. Right?
Can this dad adopt me?
Right. So it looks like a leaf blower, right?
Is her face blurred because lights are on fire? Oh my God.
Let's test it out. Fire in the hole.
Let's test it out. That's wholesome.
Isn't that? So you're thinking of it for a second.
I'm angry right now. I'm so disappointed.
No, this is fantastic. This is being a cool parent, but also being a safe parent. You're like, oh, you want a flamethrower, little Billy?
Suffocates on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you for saving that for me, Rico. I appreciate it.
He's like the wife. He's like, I don't know what to tell you, babe, but I thought it was safe.
Yeah.
Strangled.
I don't know. I like it. I like that a lot.
That's adorable.
That is
adorable. Cute. I'll give you that.
Pretend time. The floor is lava style.
You heard of OnlyFans. Rico has an account. So
I have never heard of that. What is OnlyFans?
I'm surprised you haven't considered it, to be honest with you.
Me?
Yeah.
Don't corrupt her, Beef. Don't
I
corrupt
might
her.
have
She's
started
so
one.
pure.
I haven't done anything with it though.
All right. This is Only Cat. Okay. Now it's not pornographic. It's not pornographic. Okay. So don't be afraid. The reason why Only Cat even exists is because a cat owner was tired of their cat always bringing home gifts. And if you ever owned a cat, you know that their gift is to kill something and bring it back and be like, here, this is for you. You know, you hook me up with food. I'm going to hook you up with food. Here's this dead bird I caught. Right. So this is a smart cat flap to keep mice out and also any kind of dead creature the cat may attempt to bring in. So let's see a little bit of Only Cat.
This is Jinx. Jinx is a cat. Her daytime hobbies include sleeping, massage therapy, grooming, purring, and generally being cute. Yet under the cover of darkness, Jinx's killer instincts are revealed. She brings home a meal for her family, but a midnight snack is not always a welcome gift.
Oh no.
Damn cats are disgusting. For the video, probably.
The nicest of cats coming, sometimes 2 or 3 a night. It became unbearable.
We really struggled to come to terms with the fact that our beloved cat was a ruthless serial killer.
A massacre would take place on our carpets. There was no mercy.
This is too funny. I do like how they do
so good.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to fast forward because I don't have time for all this over dramatic bullshit, but I do appreciate it. All right, check this out.
Extraordinarily well, reliably distinguishing between our cat's normal transits and those which bestowed us with unwanted gifts. Over the summer, we achieved 100% detection accuracy, forever ending our problem with mouse deliveries. We then worked to refine our final design.
Hold on, I have to turn your mic off when I'm listening to this.
To create a beautiful final product. Only Cat has proven to be indispensable for us as cat owners, and now we're excited to bring it to the world.
Yeah, so you think it's genius, huh?
Genius.
Yeah.
Can you make one for humans?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, did your Nana let you in after you murder somebody?
When your ex comes home drunk, you're just like, keeps them out.
All right, so yes, that's Only Cat, and it is genius. And here's another genius idea involving cats as well. I don't know why I have a cat theme going on right now, but you know, if you ever had a fish tank and a cat, cats just are enamored with seeing the fish swim around. Of course, they want all those delicious treats. Well, one cat owner decided to customize their fish tank to give their cat the ultimate view. It's pretty pimp. Check this out. Ready? See that cat's head?
Oh, I did see this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cat, he climbs up underneath the fish tank and then you just sit there. And now let me ask you this question. Is this like great for the cat or is this torturous to the cat, right? The cat, you're sitting there and it's like, hey, this is great. You get to see all these fish. And then all day long, the cat's like, I gotta get, why can't I get these fish? Right? It's kind of fucking with the cat. Am I wrong? Am I caring too much about this?
Yeah, a little.
Okay.
You know, I think it's adorable.
We've started on a cat trend right now. It's going to be a long time.
Our ratings are actually going up. Cats on the internet is not a bad deal.
Winning
exactly.
Be finally getting behind like a cause of like, stop torturing the cats and making them be adorable. Rude.
I grew up with a cat, but I'm not going to be that guy that's going to be a cat activist. I'm not going to be a cat activist.
Yet until you see the money.
Yeah. Well, okay. You're right. I mean,
you're gonna meow as your intro from now on,
like our politicians.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I do need to set up what I'm gonna do for So Sick. Steven is So Sick. They got the Butt Burn Brothers. He did send me some videos. The weekly Butt Burn, which pretty good. I want to play one of those just to kind of feature it because they're very well produced. And I'll play a little bit of it. Some of them run a little bit long, but
there's so much serious talent in Tucson. So good.
Yeah, so he runs the Butt Burn is a YouTube channel that they do a bunch of stuff on. And Steven's super talented dude. Obviously, we met and got to hang out with him at Battle of the Bands or the Steal the Show, Win the Dough, and of course he came in studio. And him and his brother put together these pieces, and you know it's funny. They eat spicy stuff and then they shit and They don't film that. They don't put that on YouTube. But
No, that's on their OnlyFans though.
have you ever paid money for an OnlyFans account, Rico?
Nope.
Neither have I.
You're both lying.
Swear to God, I haven't.
Not subscribed to anything.
No. Why?
Yeah, I mean, there is
simp.
free porn.
You don't simp.
Ooh, you don't simp. Okay.
If I'm doing anything, I'm running the stations, the channels. I'm making that money. I'm pimping. I'm not paying for it.
All right, that's enough of this alpha
Rico,
male energy
he
here.
ain't a simp. He's a pimp.
That's right.
Rico made some videos. He went on a little hiking adventure at Mount Lemon. That hopefully went pretty good. He won't tell me anything. So I don't even know this guy. He's a fucking stranger. It's like I ask as a friend, they're like, "Hey, how's it going, buddy?" It's too personal. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Rock
there's
on 2.0.
reasons.
We're on the air. What's the reasons for not telling me anything
I
as a friend?
told you my personal life.
Yeah.
Why it's called your ammunition for radio fodder.
Yeah, okay, but what's wrong with having conversation for radio fodder? You feel like you're gonna get attacked?
Do you even know who you are?
I'm a genuinely nice person who definitely has a huge heart and a soft spot for my friends.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I'm not going to try to burn you. I'll call you out on BS if something I feel like is ridiculous.
It's just light banter for comedy. He does it with me.
Hey,
it's
you stay
fine.
out of this, weirdo.
No, weirdos. You can stay in this. You know.
Anyway,
I can do this on the stream.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could open up. Like, do you like your new part-time job again?
Yeah.
All right.
I love it, actually. It's a mortuary, so it's haunted. So I'm waiting to get like some ghost stories to come in.
Okay. Do they speculate there is? Because he works the door at O'Reilly's, the basement down there.
Yeah.
The basement.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a mortuary. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they all state that it's allegedly haunted or not?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
Well, I think it's because it was a mortuary, so it's like you would
Right.
assume, unless they're like happy ghosts, they just died natural causes. So they're like content. They're like, yeah, we don't need to haunt you.
they're like, ho, 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 ho,
But they
ho.
didn't die
The
there.
laughing ghost.
That was the
Exactly,
next
that's
spot.
the thing, right?
Wasn't the owner of Riley's that made those Grant and Alvernon shirts a while back?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, those
Is
are
that a thing?
genius. Yeah, it just said Grant and Alvernon.
Oh,
And if you
those
know,
shirts. Yeah.
you know.
That's
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Well, you know, I just got a text from Austin. He's going to pop in on the podcast broadcast stream. We got to get an update with him. He's been posting a lot of stuff on Facebook about his grand adventures and successes in, you know, in Hollywood. You know, a lot of it's smoke and mirrors, though. I'll explain.
Everybody in
On
LA.
the-
Just fluffing it.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, like if you're just a Facebook friend with Austin, you would think this guy had just got cast to star alongside Tom Cruise and got his own morning radio show on K-Rock. It's not necessarily the case, but he's still doing okay. We're going to get the full update from Austin here on the podcast broadcast in just a moment. We'll wrap things up with your beef tip after these words. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. I just have to remember Austin's email address. Okay, yeah.
You actually got a role as an extra then, huh? Is that what it was?
Yes, and he did some extra work, and I think he's doing a lot of volunteer work, and he did get a job at Odyssey, which I'm like, oh shit. As what he was doing here, not necessarily stuntman for the morning show yet, but he has his foot in. Sorry, I was reading Anthony's
Yeah, I
comment.
was reading Anthony's comment too.
And so he's doing promos there at Odyssey, which is the owner of K-Rock, and K-Rock, of course, is a legendary station. What am I getting called for here?
Uh-oh, it's the angry guy.
No, he doesn't have my cell phone. Let me see what this is.
What if he actually looked it up? He found
Right.
it.
Hello? All right, cool. I know.
Your STD results are in.
All right, let's see.
Bad news,
Negative for the
beef.
pox.
Negative for the Fox. Here, real quick, while we wait for Austin, let's check out a little bit from the weekly butt burn. This is, again, fantastic video from Steven from So Sick. And we'll see what it's all about. Check this out.
And I'm your host, Brian Butts. Hello, and welcome to the Weekly Butt Bone. I'm your host, Brian Butt.
And I'm your co-host, Stephen Butt.
And tonight, we will be trying spoonfuls of hot sauce.
And then tonight, we also have a very special guest, our friend Dan Carter, who is a local spice enthusiast. He actually did the Blazing Wing Challenge back in 2010. We have a very cute picture of him.
I'm so full. I'm so
So we'll dive right in and we'll evaluate these sauces. So first up, we have this ghost pepper wing sauce. So this has habanero, cayenne, ghost pepper. Let's see how this goes. It's good. It's got a fair burn to it. I would say it's pretty spicy. It's not insane. It's not like Blair's Ultra Death Sauce or anything like that. But it does have quite a kick. And I put a fair
So it's sadistic. So we get butt burn. Steven and his brother are just basically kicking their ass, eating the spiciest foods they can, and sauces and stuff. So the weekly butt burn is on YouTube. Check them out. We'll have more clips from that. But let me check in with my old pal, good old buddy. We all know him. We all love him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Austin on the stream. Austin on the stream.
No way.
Austin on the stream.
Still got that tattoo. You better not have taken that off.
Right.
What up, guys?
What up?
I can tell you right now, lasering off a tattoo hurts way worse than the original.
Yeah. You want to keep that tattoo for the rest of your days. That's a fact. You know that though, right?
That's the plan.
Yeah, good. Have you shown anybody that tattoo yet? Anybody? Okay. We lose him already?
He's like, I knew they were gonna talk about the ass tattoo. I'm out.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Are you walking around right now, or what were you doing?
Drug deals.
A couple of my roommate.
What?
No signal so bad. Your Wi-Fi's bad.
Your Wi-Fi is terrible right now. Are you close to
No.
Yeah, your router?
Turn your Wi-Fi off and just go on cell signal.
So LA.
He's so LA. I mean, the way he's wearing his beanie is so LA. Well, your service right now is terrible, so you're kind of breaking out. And then Rico, being a former resident of Los Angeles, realizes how
Hold up. Let me go inside. Let me go inside.
You didn't hear
Okay,
any
you do
of that.
You do that. Yeah. LA Wi-Fi sucks. Austin on the stream.
It's the
Austin
pee-pee
on the
drinker.
stream. It's the pee-pee drinker.
Hey, pee-pee boy.
I did watch that video the other day. That's dope. Now I want one of those life straws for when we go camping.
You need it.
Oh, it's a good selling point.
Yeah. No, we need it just for survival tips. I mean, honestly. Oh, here's a not so fun fact. There isn't any rainwater that's safe to drink throughout the entire world. There's forever chemicals in all rainwater. This, according to recent reports, there's no safe rainwater essentially in anywhere in the world. You're talking Amazon, anywhere.
That's great.
Yeah. So get a life straw, filter that shit out. All right. So Austin,
what's up?
All right, I can hear you a little better now. Yeah, we were talking about how LA you are. I mean, that's so LA the way you wear your beanie, showing a little bit of hair there, and that style, the way you're rocking it, makes you look like you're 40, which is cool if you're going for that thing. You going for the 40-year-old look?
Yeah, I'm going for the dad look.
Yeah, nice.
It's in right now.
So we want updates of what's going on in LA. First and foremost, you had a grand scheme and idea. You had a job lined up to work at a dispensary. How's the dispensary life treating you?
Actually, so I'm not working at a dispensary. So my first job I got was at a radio station called Odyssey out here.
Yeah,
and then for a second job, I got a job at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, you guys, okay. What are you doing at the Hollywood Bowl?
I'm basically going to be like a runner and a server up until the restaurant closes at the end of September. Then they're going to have me move over to beer.
That's great though. Everything in LA is like famous. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's so fantastic that, you're just like every job you're getting is just like, oh, the world famous Hollywood Bowl, the world famous K-Rock.
Go back and watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You're like, oh, that's still around.
Yeah.
Everything's still there.
Yeah, that's
cool.
That's fantastic. I'm proud of you on that aspect of it. And so have you started working Odyssey yet? And have they got you doing promo stuff?
So I'm going to be starting this project that I told my boss about pretty soon. Just basically just clearing stuff out and organizing shit just to get some extra hours in.
Well, I mean, I guess you've only been out there for how long now? Like 3 weeks?
A little over a month.
Okay, and this is the first time that we've been able to talk to Austin because this is the first time he's been awake before 10 a.m. So have you have you gotten any extra income to come in since you've been out to LA, or have you just been spending what you've had?
I've had a few $1,000s saved up, and I still kind of do. Just kind of watching what I spend, I guess, really on only very necessary shit.
Like weed?
Bare minimum. I actually have not been smoking as much weed out here as I have been in Tucson.
How much kombucha have you drank since you've been there?
Yeah, how much kombucha?
How much of the booch?
The booch.
The cum.
You have to. It's required.
0.
Wow.
So you're not fully LA yet. So it's only
No, not fully.
The headgear's LA.
Still
but
merging in.
yeah.
I think it'll probably take me a year to be fully LA.
Good mark. It isn't it? Yeah, it's a year.
That's good. I mean, it is good that he got a job at Odyssey because, he'll be doing the promo stuff. And if they recognize the kid, like I recognize him, but see, the unfortunate thing is not everyone has the eye that I have. I do know about Kevin Klein, who is the morning show host out there. And they're working through some things. K-Rock right now is at a low point, like a lot of rock radio stations, right? They're trying to figure it out, how to get, back to prominence again. And I hope they do, honestly. I want K-Rock to be one of the best radio stations in the world and do very well because it says a lot for our industry because we essentially rip them off completely. So, I mean, that's who do you think are,
The first event should be pretty fun. My first actual event is going to be a Killers concert. And then I think the second one's going to be 21 Pilots.
Yeah, you're going to get all the sick ass concerts. So in LA, of course, that's one of the first stops for a lot of these bands, or at least it's a stop every single tour, as opposed to Tucson, where we might be lucky to get them through the second run of their tour. So that's good. All right. And so you're just now starting up. So the update, I guess, to put it mildly, is you're alive. You're figuring things out. You didn't get the job at the dispensary you thought you had lined up, but you ended up getting a couple other jobs. You're out there hustling. Have you been practicing with your band at all?
With the band, no, but I actually have a fun announcement. We got offered to open up for Head PE at the Rock. So I am more than likely going to fly back to Tucson for 2 days.
I don't know. You don't sound like reassuring in that statement here. More than likely. So are you or are you not?
I'm going to.
And then you got to practice.
Yeah, but we're probably just gonna run the set a few times the day before, probably the day of too. And me and my roommate are actually thinking of starting a little, I guess not side thing, but just a second band out here.
There you go. See what you're hearing, ladies and gentlemen, is the foundation and the beginning of the end of Sun Monkey. I'm sorry, Andrew and Sun Monkey. Just be real, dude. You're living in LA. You're starting another band. You don't have time to practice with Sun Monkey. You're working multiple jobs. You're trying to get by. You're trying to hustle. You're writing screenplays.
The new Daft Punk.
Right. You don't have time or money to be flying back to Tucson to do non-paying shows opening up for bands. The Head PE show is going to be a fun show. A lot of people are going to be there at the Rock. Pack that shit in. And trust me, the guys in Sun Monkey without you are going to have a great time. They'll let you know about it. But you got to start being honest with yourself.
Yeah, and that's why realistically, I wanted to start something out here, just so I have something out here because I fucking live out here,
Hey, being in LA and starting a band it's such a crazy idea. It just might work. You might be the first to try it out, but yeah.
Whoever thought.
And Powers thinks I'm being mean, but I just think I'm being real. Stop me when I'm being mean. I stopped myself.
Yeah.
That's good self-control for you.
Thanks, dude. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good update. You're still alive and you're starting to work. You guys have any questions for the Austin here, Rico? Weirdo?
I just miss your musk.
Yeah. I miss having somebody on Fridays and doing stunts because I have not heard from David. I think David left completely. And I don't know where he's at. Have you talked to him?
No. I mean, how do you leave something you never started?
It's very true. He ghosted out hardcore, though. Next thing I know, next time I see David, he'll probably have like a haircut and a 3-piece suit and be like, the radio thing's not for me because I haven't heard any of them.
I'm not drinking PP through a straw. That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to. All right, let's see. We're on 3 seconds. Let's wrap things up. Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. We're wrapping up the show. On the stream, we got Austin. Austin on the streets. Now he's on the stream. Living out in LA. Yeah. Just getting updates. It's an uneventful update. There's positive strides in him putting down the roots in Los Angeles, and things are going well. And he's also been posting pictures where you've been on movie sets because out in LA, I like every other block is like a movie set. Is that wrong, Rico? In that assumption?
No.
Yeah. So you've actually been able to volunteer on set for some movies and projects. Is that right?
Yeah. So right now they're filming what is going to be a Fight Club TV series.
Nice.
And so the first day I was on set, I played somebody in like the front line of like the crowd, like throwing in money and like all this shit, like cheering them on.
We're on the air, by the way. So no cursing.
My bad.
It's all good.
And the second day, they actually had me play a border patrol officer, if you can believe that.
I saw the photo. I was like,
yeah. And did the border patrol officer get his ass kicked too?
No, actually. So like a couple of friends that I made on set, we made this plan to where like, okay, you're going to run towards me. I'm going to tackle you to the ground. And like, we choreographed this whole thing. So like other people started coming up to me and being like, hey, can you try to tackle me to the ground? Like that looks fun. And I just became the tackle guy.
The tackle guy.
Maybe
a stunt man next.
That's so great. I know. That's the thing. It's like, are you afraid of getting hurt? No. All right, good. You're a stunt guy now.
Can we light you on fire?
Yeah.
Like, sure.
Go for it.
What is your hard no? What is the limit to where you would say no to something?
It's really hard to say when it's not like actually happening.
Right.
I wouldn't light myself on fire. I don't think I would do that.
If they said, here,
somebody else will do it.
Here's a fire retardant suit, and you won't get burnt. Can you wear it when we set you on fire? Would you do it?
All right. If there was like a whole team of professionals and everything set, okay, maybe, sure.
That's the idea. It's
what's your safe word, Austin?
I'll just say beef.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a good safe word. Would you ever consider being a stunt bottom for a porno?
I'll just be the fluffer.
No, okay.
Easy money.
Yeah, easy money. That's how Rico got by.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Would you let Quentin Tarantino lick your feet?
Would I what?
Would you let Quentin Tarantino lick your feet for a role?
Sure, why not?
There you go.
All right.
Champion.
Well, that's all the time we have for the show today. Thank you guys for listening, and Austin as well. So my beef tip for you is this. If you're going out there in LA to make it, you're going to have to be prepared to swallow some things. So good luck to you, Austin, and swallow away, my friend. I know you can make it.
You.
All right. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef,
so funny. We're just our recap. There's no real beef tip. We're just catching up with Austin.
Let's end on a thing.
And Austin, he left us immediately. What a dick.
He's like, all right, bye.
Bye. I got LA things to do.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.